And now we're just waiting for the stream to begin. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Lost the ability to speak there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Grand Cat, and today we are going to try and finish off campaign mode. That is what the idea for today is. We only have 3 matches left to get 3 stars on, and I'm fairly sure we can do this one. I'm not sure about the other ones, but let's just take a quick look into it. So, unfortunately, this has reset, which is very, very annoying. I had it set up earlier. So I think we're going toughness. And this one should also be toughness as well. Now I need to remind myself what it is that I'm trying to go for here. I vaguely remember it being 2 female matches and 1 single male match. So let's jump into it and see what it is that we're looking for here. Roman Reigns versus the final boss, The Rock. That is what we shall be going for. Oh no, so the first one is tag power. Okay. Okay, we're close to winning that one. Then it is single power, which I think is Uncle Howdy. Okay. And then it's tag toughness. So maybe it is power that we're supposed to use there. Right, and that's where the equipment gets used. So I think that last one is what we use the super move on. So let's just try that once again, but with power this time. And I think we might need to use the table for the initial female match. So we'll use the table for Rhea and Charlotte Flair. And that says we've won that match. Next up is Uncle Howdy. Should be able to win this one, 29.75 against 28. And even pulled off the Sister Abigail as well. And then if we use the super move here on Roman Reigns and the Gobbledygooker, that should give us 3 stars on our 3rd last match. And there we go, immediately. We are only 4 stars away from getting the final boss. The limited edition version of The Rock from campaign mode. We are now at 1004 stars. So not much longer to go. So before we go on to 83, what we're going to do is we're going to get another super move immediately. And before we do that, let's go ahead and go into our fusion chamber and see what we get from there. It'll be another Legion fusion. And it says Zelina Vega, and I think that's actually a pro Zelina Vega. We're going to start another Legion fusion just there. And that is indeed a pro, which is very, very cool. We'll work on that a little bit later on. Got a few different images for Zelina Vega that we could use. Some of these are ridiculous. I think for the time being, we'll just stick with the regular image and her Undertaker image. Those seem to be the good ones. And now let's go into here. Now, the easiest way to get a super move is through Royal Rumble and deliberately losing matches. So you can see here that we're currently on 2% of our super move. And if I just throw out a card here that's quite weak, if we lose, it gives us 4%, so that should go up to 6. And if we win, then it gives us 2%. So losing actually increases our super move quite a bit faster. So if we can lose, that is what we're going to try and do here. I see the Grand Cat Grand Fleet members are slowly tuning in. This was an impromptu live stream. Okay, that's good, because now we can throw lots of cards at this Legion. Big old Grand Cat saw an opportunity where he could potentially go after the Rock, and it just immediately started live streaming. So that is what went on there. And you can see that we're approaching halfway on the super move already. That's not what I expected to happen. Just formed a nice pie symbol there. For no particular reason. So we're now at 54% of our super move. Can generally, reasonably do it in 2 Royal Rumbles. I should probably check and make sure that I've got the chat active, because no one appears to be able to say anything. I will check that in just a moment, once I finish this. And we're at 92%. So I think we're fine. I think we can do this. Just Ayrton that all 3 of these matches will all be toughness. This is what it comes down to. Now, although we don't have the super move exactly, what we now have to do is we need to test the next match and see what it is that we need to do as well. We can just go ahead and dust that. We don't need any of it. Now, before I go testing that, what I need to do is test and make sure that the chat works. So, bear with me just a second here, folks. This is what we're going to be up against. And, oh my goodness. Maybe the chat doesn't work. Hang on. Oh, hang on a second. Right, I can see we do have a little bit of an issue here. Give me a second, folks. I am trying to get the chat to work. Okay, no, the chat seems to be active. Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I am going to log into my Discord server, and people are going to message me on there and tell me what happens when they try and chat. And we're going to try and fix this. And once we get the chat fixed, then we can continue on trying to get the rock. Oh, okay. Bossman is able to tap. Good, good. Okay, we appear to be running into some issues. Okay, King Jimmy says, hello, Grandcat. King Jimmy, you shall be in charge of what I said on Discord. If you can get me a list of names, that would be appreciated. Bossman says, stream shared. Good. Okay. All right. I think we're getting somewhere then. Right. So now let's see what it is that we've to get from the second last match. This is number 83. So we just want to test it first and see what it is we're looking at before we do anything else. So the first match is a single power. Oh, and we can just immediately win that. Wow. Then it is female tag toughness. That might be what we use the super move on. And did the stream just stop? No, it just made a weird noise and then continued. Rather unusual. Okay, so James says, sup Grandcat, hello, welcome. Let's take off everyone's equipment first of all. Hillary doesn't have anything. Okay, so what we're looking at, toughness and charisma to self. Charisma to self, and we'll go to power to self. So this is going to be part of the tag charisma. So 2106 versus 21.4. Right. First things first, let's work on the toughness. Okay, what is our next best toughness? I think it's down here. It's this one that we need to work with. Now, we have power. Singular power match, and then the next two are charisma. So I think we're going to try doing the power on Roman Reigns here. And then the charisma, we're going to put between Uncle Howdy and Sami Zayn. And we will try that out and see how that works. Okay, let's try it out. Testing is a large part of it. So the first one is power. So Roman Reigns has 27.12, which is enough to win that match. Then it is the female tag toughness, which I don't think this is going to be enough. It's going to be 26 plus 32. STR3 says, I am play the game. I am play this game. Interesting. Now, can we just win this charisma match. Clean. Okay, that's where you use that. And we got off both finishers there. So that was interesting. So let's try that again. But instead of this one, we're going to give it to plus toughness. Christopher Barres says, hey. Hello, Christopher Barres. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're going to try and defeat the final boss, The Rock, in campaign mode here today. We're on the second last match. King Jimmy says, try putting the females in momentum slots. They already are. So we know that Roman Reigns can win that match. So let's try putting this toughness on these two. STR3 says, how your name in this game? Someone else in the chat could answer that for me. Not sure how to answer that myself. So this is now 35 and 29. Which should beat this match here. And lastly, if we use the super move here between Uncle Howdy and Sami Zayn, we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Against the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase and Kevin Owens. And we are now only 2 stars away from finishing off campaign mode. This is it. There's only one match left, and it's against the People's Champion, the final boss himself, The Rock. But before we go after this, what we need to do is we need to take off everyone's equipment. STR3 is waving. Hello, STR3, I see you. The Grand Cat has acknowledged. And what we need to get another super move, which we are going to do from playing Women's Royal Rumble. How is the stream quality, guys? This is a lie. This part here, that is not a super move. We don't have that. You can click it, it won't do anything. You can see that after the first game, it will give you the true super move. There you go. It says that we are... Well, it's not even letting you look at it. King Jimmy says, the Grand Cat, can you please check the Jimmy Uso Battle Pass card on stream? Certainly. We will do that right after this match. So for everyone that missed the beginning, what we're doing to get a super move is deliberately losing matches. Because every time you lose a match, you get 4% of your super move. Whereas every time you win a match, you only get 2% of their super move. Stephen Brook says hi. Hello. Welcome, Stephen Brook. King Jimmy says you should get Rocky today. I sincerely hope so. We're only 2 stars away. But it'll be the 2 hardest stars in the entire game to get at this stage. Got a lot of new members of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet in the chat today. If all of you could just click that little subscribe button, that would help me quite a bit. It'd be nice if we could get to 6,000 by the end of the year. That'd be very, very cool. Now we're approaching the halfway mark. We just need to do this twice, and that should give us a super move. Then once we've got this super move, then it's just a case of working out how we can win that final match. Now, the final match is going to be significantly harder than all of the other matches put together, and you'll see what I'm talking about when you see it. Because the computer has absolutely ridiculous stats in that very last match. We've managed to do the rest of them with no real difficulty. King Jimmy says, isn't it like 50k damage? It is indeed. You'll see it for yourself. Let's see here, super meter is now at 78% full. King Jimmy asked, what's that Rhea card? I think it's an old Battle Pass card. I think it's maybe from a little while ago. I think that's maybe why you've not seen it before. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, there we go. And King Jimmy requested that we look at the new Battle Pass card, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's still showing up as LA Knight, so maybe he just wants to waste our time. But in 23 hours and 43 minutes, there is a brand new Battle Pass coming out. I'll take a quick look over there. Nothing new here. King Jimmy said it's on the Discord. Well, that's not entirely useful to us because I can't really go on it. Not while I'm live streaming. I did just see that the collectibles have disappeared. Hopefully everyone all got everything they needed from the Saturday night main events. So now it is time for the final boss. And there you can see the stats of The Rock, the People's Champion, the final boss, and Roman Reigns, the original OTC. Their stats are absolutely massive. So this one is all power and charisma. So the computer is using all charisma to deck and the plus charismas. So let's take a quick look and see what it is that we are looking to try and do first of all here. Text is cat and then crown. And this is the symbol of the big old grand cat. So the first one is tag power. And it's John Cena and Triple H. I think we could potentially win that match easily enough. Then females is tag charisma. And that's where they use the plus charisma. And then lastly is tag power again, but this is where it's the big one with Rock and Roman Reigns. Okay, so this is where we need to start using tactics. So what has the highest charisma? Liv has 17. In fact, what I need to do is I need to take momentum off my females. Okay, let's take a look at our females. So 17.99. 17.99. I think it's going to be Rhea and Liv Morgan. Because this is 16.67. But this is 17.99. So we're swapping you out to Liv Morgan. And this all needs to be charisma. Oh no. They're both left arrow. So what's our best right arrow for charisma? Is it Dakota Kai? Bailey is 16040. I think Bailey might get higher charisma if she just had her 100 matches, which she doesn't at the moment. So I think we're going to rely on Dakota Kai here as well, which is not what I wanted to do. And now I need to decide what is our power cards. So I think we're going to use LA Knight, and what we're going to do with him is we're going to put the ability on him. Which is going to hopefully give 3,900 power to the entire deck, to both power and charisma. And we need Roman Reigns to tag with LA Knight. And then the last one needs to be our two next strongest power, which I think is going to be Uncle Howdy. And unfortunately, I think the other one is Sami Zayn. And this all needs to be power as well. King Jimmy says, do you have any of those arrow changing things? We do, but that's not going to be helpful to us here. I don't think. Let me see, what is my next best attack? Golddigger has 19. So if we can't get Sami Zayn's attack over 19, no, it can go to 20,000. So yeah, using this is still better. And now I need to work out what I'm putting momentum on. So I think the LA Knight is a good shout. Let's try putting on Sammy and Uncle Howdy, because I think that's going to be a requirement as well. And now this is the point where we just need to start doing maths for things. So we need BFT to trigger. That is stage 1 of this, which it did not. Okay, we still win that match though. So this is just to see what happens. Let's try this without using the W Universe. So this is 27 and 22.4, which is abysmally small. And then let's see if we even approach the halfway point with this. Okay, so now we need to see this recap. Right. So we're 3,000, well, just under 3,000 points more than what we need to be. So we can, Tobias Carr says Triple H is the worst booker. Strange commentary on this video. So we can take off the power equipment off of Roman Reigns and replace it with a weaker one, and we would still be fine. Now what we need is this 3,900 power and charisma to the entire deck. We are 20,000 points less than what we need for this one. Okay, let's bring up some numbers here. So winning this match is a major part of it. And yeah, at the moment, if we use the super move, that would be enough. So it's all about winning this women's match. So it's all about winning the women's match. So let's see here. So this is 5120 plus 3900 plus 3900 plus 8532. So even if we put everything else on it, we would only get to 66,452, which still isn't enough to overcome 75,000. Is the stream doing anything weird, or is this just on my side? Because it's doing an infinite loading thing, and you guys need to let me know if the stream is doing anything unusual, because otherwise I can't fix it unless you guys tell me, unless you are complaining about it. Okay, so what we need to do here King Jimmy says it loaded but came back almost instantly. Russin and Bussin says lagged just a bit. That is a hilarious name. Okay, so this charisma isn't good enough. We need something higher than this. Let's try it with Rhea. Now these two don't tag together, they're both left arrow, which is unfortunate, but it is the only way I see this working realistically. What if we try changing this to charisma as well? Alright, let's try this, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so the first one is Roman Reigns and LA Knight, and realistically we want the BFT to trigger, because that's going to be the main key to the rest of this. So there's the spear, but not the BFT. So we really need that BFT to work in the first place. If we do use the charisma here, then what does that look like? And then our tag power. Okay, that's what we expected. Okay, so if we get the BFT trigger, then we should win that match, because we're only 1,500 less than it. So we are now at $5,900 plus 3,900 plus 3,900 equals 6,600. So we didn't actually increase it by that much. That's disappointing. And then this one, let me see here, it'd be 55,107. Which would go to 62,907, which multiplied by 2 is enough to beat 112,000. Okay, new idea. We're just going to pay 210 credits to get this Bailey finished. $16.84, eh? Okay, let's try and get her variant up very quickly. Apparently we only need to do 5 games in Royal Rumble with her. We just need to lose matches until she shows up. Yeah, there she is. King Jimmy says it's lagging again. Hopefully it fixes itself. Okay, so that should be 1. That should be 2. Okay, well that should have been 2 more, so that should be up at 7 over 10. Future Royalty says, "Hi, Grandcat. Can't hang out for long, but wanted to say hi." Well, thanks for coming along, Future Royalty. Why does it still say 5 of 10? When we won 2 matches with her? I'm trying to back out and go back in just in case it hasn't updated. Nope. Ring Royal. To fill the Ring Royal meter, your Supercard needs to win a match in Royal Rumble. If King Jimmy is going to keep going on about this, I'm going to time him out. Put user in timeout for 10 minutes. There you are. So, does anyone understand how this Ring Royal works? Because we just won 2 matches with Bayley in Royal Rumble, and it did not improve her variant. Because unfortunately, I think this is what we need to do here in order to win this. I think we're just going to have to pay the 100 credits just to get that maxed out. Because we can't really have anything holding us back at this stage. And we tried doing it in PvP, doing it with the Royal Rumble. You saw it all yourself and nothing changed, and it seems the chat don't know. The chat aren't saying anything. So I guess we're just using money then. Screw us, I guess. Okay. Let's try this then. So the tag team is power. So we need BFT trigger to activate in the first place, which is a 30% trigger rate. There's a BFT, okay, we've got 3,900 power and charisma to the deck now. And we do win that match. Good. Off to a good start. Let's use the charisma in the WWE Universe on Bailey and Liv Morgan here. So it's going to be 39 and 34 combining with each other. Versus 37 and 37. And we got off Rose Plant as well. Oh my god. And we still lost. How much did we lose by? That is how much. That is what the question is now. Oh my goodness, look at that. It was literally like 700 points. Okay, if we put momentum on those, that might be the difference maker. So let's take the momentum off of Sami Zayn and we'll put the momentum on Liv Morgan instead. And we'll see if that makes the difference. Yeah, it has been Liv Morgan because that's the higher one. I'm thinking maybe I should take it off Uncle Howdy as well. Just to give it a fair try. So getting off that BFT trigger is the first point of call. If we don't get off the BFT trigger, the rest of it doesn't. Like, the rest of it all falls apart. Okay, no BFT trigger, so the rest of this isn't going to work. So it's 35 and 31. Now the recap didn't activate. I hate when the recap doesn't activate. You're sitting there clicking it and it just like, oh, I'm just going to ignore it. Okay, so tag power, 30% chance of BFT activating. Okay, there's the spear. But unfortunately the spear isn't enough. We need the BFT to activate, not the spear. We can still look at this if it will let us in the recap. Okay, thank goodness. So now our numbers are 69525, which is 77325. So yeah, that is enough if we get the BFT. The BFT is also enough to win this one. And then let's do the math for this one. It's 52982 plus 3900 plus 3900 equals 60,782, which multiplied by 2 should be 120,000, which means that we should win that match as well, so long as we get the BFT to activate. So I think we are now one BFT away from getting the final boss. And it looks like nothing activated. So we're just spinning our wheels here. The rest of it doesn't matter. Well, while we're waiting, how about we open up a Q&A section with the big old Grand Cat here? Does anyone have any questions for the big old Grand Cat? Since we now have 40 of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet members in the live stream watching on. I was considering doing a Jimmy Uso Battle Pass giveaway if we reach 6,000 subscribers before Christmas. So that is something that is on the table. So are we going to get the BFT trigger off here? No, we've got nothing. Big Boss Man says custom KC characters done. Oh, that'd be cool actually. Making 10 of them would be a little bit annoying. X Clark says, I have a question. How on earth are you supposed to beat these cards? You find a wall, a sturdy wall, one that is very, very strong and has solid concrete foundations, and then you headbutt it. And then you proceed to continue headbutting it until either your head cracks or the wall breaks down. Because that is that is essentially what we are trying to do here. S. Clark says, getting this BFT on LA Night is going to feel like Christmas. Ty Plays on Mobile says, how are these cards so strong? It's because it is the campaign mode. That is what it is doing. And this is the final boss. This is literally the end boss of Legion tier at the moment. Let's see if we get lucky. It looks like nothing activated again. We've had the spear a couple of times. We had the BFT once, but at the time we did it, we didn't have the full proper setup for Bailey and Liv Morgan. Also, what a weird tag team, Bailey and Liv Morgan. And also Uncle Howdy and Sami Zayn. Is it just me, or does Uncle Howdy and Sami Zayn look like they could potentially be a tag team? It's just the look of their beard and everything. It's like Uncle Howdy's like a shadow version of Sami Zayn. So once we get lots of subscribers, then there can be potential monthly giveaways for Battle Pass. But at the moment, with a mere 5,800 of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet members, it is not entirely possible just yet. Okay, there's a spear, but no BFT. But however, since it is Christmas, I was thinking of doing a Battle Pass giveaway for the Jimmy Uso if we reach 6,000 subscribers. However, that is if we reach 6,000 subscribers before Christmas. So everyone that hasn't clicked that Grand Cat subscribe button yet, now would be a good time to do so. King Jimmy says the goat. Let's see how many subscribers Grand Cat is at. See, when you guys click on it, it only says 5.83k, but I have a more detailed one on my little page here by going into my YouTube studio and going to my dashboard. Okay, so we currently have 5,831 subscribers. So if we can get another 170 or 169 subscribers before Christmas, then there will be a free Battle Pass Jimmy Uso. And the way that I am going to do it is select members of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet will be invited to a live stream, and they will compete with wrestling knowledge to determine who will be the one to get the Jimmy Uso Battle Pass for free on Christmas from big old Grand Cat himself. So if you want to see that wrestling quiz that you yourself can be part of and can win in-game real-world prizes, such as the Jimmy Uso Battle Pass, then what you need to do is not only subscribe, but get your grandparents to subscribe, get your parents to subscribe, get your brothers and sisters, get your children, get your dogs, get your cats, your goldfish, in fact, actually, even all of your friends, but not just your friends, go to the people that you hate and tell them to subscribe to the Grand Cat, because they will do whatever the hell you want just to get you away from them. So if you demand that of them and then say, I'll leave you alone if you subscribe to the Grand Cat channel, maybe there'll be a whole bunch new subscribers. So let's try this one more time. Well, we're going to try it more than one more time. We're going to keep going until we get this BFT trigger. There's the BFT trigger itself, 3,900 to both power and charisma to the entire deck. And that means that we should win this match. Okay, we're in with a chance here, folks. This could be it. And look at him go. He could go all the way. This should allow us to win this female match. If the math has all lined up. Let's see, make sure that we actually do. We're going to let it play out. And there is a double drop kick over the top rope. We have now won the first two games. And in theory, by using this super move here, with Uncle Howdy and Sami Zayn, 63,000.62 and 48.31 should, in theory, be enough to overcome the final boss and the Bloodline, the OTC, The Rock and Roman Reigns. We got off his sister Abigail as well. I am mildly scared. There's the super move activating. And with the Meltzer driver, There we go. Uncle Howdy and Sami Zayn have won. There it is, 3-0. 3-0 victory. Someone finally beat me. And with 2 additional stars, campaign has been finished. We got our 10 draft picks, our 10 pro forging crystals. But of course, the thing that we care most about is this right here. With a screenshot with all the chat in the way as well. And there we go. Limited edition number 306. I'm the 306th person to have finally managed to obtain the final boss, the People's Champion, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And there is his stats. He has 16.14 thousand in toughness, 18.27 thousand in speed, 20,000.09 in power, and whopping 21,000.19 in charisma. We are locking that down. There he is. There's the People's Champion himself, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. There we are. Campaign is completed. 1,008 stars. The team still need to catch up a little bit, it seems. But there we go. Finally, every single star throughout all of Legion completed. Every single star on all of the rest of them all completed as well. And of course, everything's all been completed from the previous event, the previous seasons. Now we need to get Rock his 10 variants, but we're also going to swap over this image. And the one that I think I'm going to go with here is, I think, possibly that one. Oh no, why does it look blurry? Because I thought that was just such a perfect image for the final boss himself. Ideally, I'm looking for a more up-to-date image of The Rock. That's not so terrible. There's a lot of different options for the People's Champion. But I do think his final boss gimmick is some of the best work that he's ever done in his entire career. So I would like something that kind of embodied that. Ty says, let's go. I don't really like the big black outline around that one. That one's not so bad, actually. It is more of his kind of movie persona Rock. That one probably is the most up-to-date image of The Rock. I do quite like a lot of these old school images. I think I would go for this one if it didn't look so blurred. It sucks that it does. But once Rock gets his 10 variables here from playing Elimination Chamber. I think that will be the strongest card in the game at the moment. It should overtake our Uncle Howdy. King Jimmy says they need to do an image with his People's Championship. Oh my god, yes, I would very, very much appreciate that. Actually, I kind of like this one. Like, it looks good from a distance as well. That's pretty cool that you can see The Rock and Liv Morgan next to one another as well. Titan asks, Grand Cat, is it possible to get The Rock without the BFT skill in the last match? I'm sure it is. It's just that that's the method that I decided I wanted to go with the LA Knight instead, because the BFT trigger gives both power and charisma to the entire deck, and of course what I'm using here is this ability, which increases the power to 3,900 rather than, because if we take this off, it's only 809, and the 809 isn't going to make a huge difference, but that 3,900 really did such a tremendous difference that it really was the difference maker. That is really cool to see both Rock and Liv Morgan next to one another, the two limited edition cards, both from campaign mode. So that is very, very cool to see. King Jimmy asks, are you going to focus on Santa now? Well, I guess we can, now that I have done all of that. In fact, let's take a quick look at the present giver. Because we've got quite a few here. Oh, and we've got a free gift to have. So we'll try hitting it first. Okay, it was 1. So I think I am going to pass that to Noi, Jimmy Uso, because he has been here for more the majority of the stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out everyone's name here and thank every single one of them right now. And then we're going to start opening things. So a big thank you to Noisy Boy, AG Lee Wow, RKO, Carrie Milps, Isoka, Mick3, OTC Will, Kyrie Sally, Furious Joker, Dante Will, Fatboy30, Harry R, Drago, Wayne, I think there's your name there, Wellman33, Devin, Dante21, AJ Lee Wow, Big Boss Man, BG Mad, Noisy Boy, S. Clark, and Aiden. Thank you to each and every single one of you. And now let's go ahead and grab some of these. So I believe Sheebs says, I'm awake. I'm just popping in to say hello. Hello, Sheebs. Welcome. Let's give one to S. Clark, because he has been in the stream as well. So this one is AG Lee Wow. We've got a Roman Reigns and a Randy Orton. This one's from RKO. And RKO sent 3 of them, I believe. So we'll need to send him one back. So our next present is going to go to RKO. And let's see here, where is RKO? Can anyone see RKO? There he is. This one's from Carrie Milps. Jimmy Uso saying, I hope you get a Jimmy Uso card. Well, we will certainly be getting a Jimmy Uso Battle Pass. That one is guaranteed. So this one is Mick 3L. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Finn Balor. This one's from OTC Will. Kairi Sanity. Okay, so let's pass that one back to Kairi Sanity then. No. Stop that. Kairi Sanity, there we go. This one's Furious Joker. Okay, we'll pass that back to Furious Joker then. There he is. This one is Dante Will-I. Now, I don't think I've got Dante Will-I followed, unfortunately. So we'll have to give this to someone else. And RKO sends a few, so I'm going to send him another one. This one's from Fat Boy. And we'll send that one back. So let's see here, where is Fat Boy? That's Fat Boy spelled with a PH. No F's here. Where is Fat Boy? If I went by him, there he is. This one is Harry R. Unfortunately, it didn't break. We don't have Harry R in our watch list, so I have to pass this to someone else. So let's give one to Future Royalty, who was in the stream earlier. This one is Draco. Now, do I have Drago? I think I do. Oh no, maybe I don't. Oh, my goodness, I thought I did. Unless I went past Drago. Well, James, he came into the stream earlier, so I'll give him one as well. Oh my goodness. Let's give one to OTC Will. He gave me a present earlier and I hadn't returned one yet. Okay, I think Big Boss Man handed me a present that broke as well, so I shall pass one back to him. There he is. This one was Drago once again. Thank you very much, Drago. Thank you to everyone who has sent big old Grand Cat presents. This one is Dante21. And who should we send it to this time? Let's go to Pandu. This one from Big Boss Man. This is from BG Mad. Oh, we'll give it to AJ Leewell. There comes from Noisy Boy. One from S. Clark. And we'll send that one back to S. Clark. There's one from Aiden. James says, thank you, Grand Cat. You're very welcome, James. You know what, since you thanked me again, I am going to send you another one. Where are you, James? There you are. And then the last one is Tyler. Oh, and it activated, it opened. And there we go, we've got a Feral Cole. Thank you very much to everyone. We are getting ever closer to getting our Miss Claus and getting our ice theme as well, which is very, very cool. And you know what, I think I'm going to edit the team a little bit. Because I think we're going to change our team champion to the final boss himself. And there we go. We now have of course, the LE Limited, The Rock, as the mascot for Team World Order. Now, I think Team Ring Domination has 50 minutes left, and it looks like we have completed it. We have found 342 shards. Mark Coffee is already completed, so I think people are just putting their base cards back in the deck again. So I'm just going to do the exact same. And the Rock is most definitely going to be the strongest card that I own. So I'll just put that back in there. Rhea Ripley is actually stronger than Liv Morgan. So I'm just putting that back to the way it belongs. And there we go. And we're now at 502, so let's see what we can train up here. Or Psycho Sid, most likely. And he is complete. And then we can work on our Pro Zelina Vega. I think that makes most sense to go for next. And there we go, that is now underway. The process has begun. Also, let's take a quick look at our male left arrows now, because we now have the Rock. And it seems we don't need this Tyler Bate anymore. And it seems we don't really need the Ellen Prince or the Javon Evans either. And unfortunately, the Ultimate Warrior we never got the pro of. Let's take a quick look at our right arrows. We do have a singular Bam Bam Bigelow. And if we can get a pro of him, he will surpass the Miz. In terms of up arrows, again, we don't even need the Psycho Sid. He's actually weaker than our Shawn Michaels, which is absolutely crazy. But I'll leave him just now. And our down arrows... yeah, the down arrows are pretty good as well. Of course, we've got the Kevin Owens as well. Let's see here. Yeah, we've got a couple of different images, a couple of different messages, sorry. Chris Warrior says, can you rate my deck out of 10, please? King Jimmy says, can you do a live stream tomorrow reacting to the Battle Pass? I can certainly do a live stream tomorrow if that's what people are after. Ty Plays on Mobile says, can I request to join the team? I am a Legion. S. Clark says, Ty Plays, you can join our Discord server in the Grand Cat's channel bio. I'll get you sorted once you've joined the team. So yes, indeed, if you want to join my team, if you want to be part of Soul World Order, what you need to do in order to get into it is you join in the description below this video, there's a link to my Discord channel. Just click on that and just say, hi, I'm a fan of Grand Cat and I would like to join your team. And then someone will get you into Soul World Order 2. You spend some time in Soul World Order 2, so long as you do well there, so long as you meet the minimum requirements, so long as you win team battlegrounds and so on and so forth, you may eventually get promoted up to Soul World Order 1. And then if you do well enough there in Team Battleground 2, you eventually get moved up to Team Battleground 1, where you'll be on the very same team as Big Old Grand Cat. And that is how that all works. Stephen Brooks says, how long does it take you to do John Cena? If by John Cena do you mean this one? Because we still haven't done it yet. So let's see here. Now that we're finished with campaign mode, what are we going to do now? First of all, let's take the equipment off of everyone. Okay, and who are we putting momentum on? Probably Uncle Howdy, probably the People's Champion, The Rock, and probably Rhea Ripley. That makes most sense to me. Now, does equipping equipment to these guys make a difference? I am not sure. Let's try it regardless. Okay, there we go. Some stuff equipped. King Jimmy says, I'm pretty sure John Cena is all power. Is he? Is it only power that increases? Oh, it is. I see, okay. Yeah, I didn't understand how that worked before. So the defense isn't determined by anything, but the attack is based on your power. Let's try it anyway. Let's see how much damage you can do. And of course, we want to do the double trigger forward to speed this up. Uncle Howdy seems to be doing quite a bit of damage there. Okay, we did 32,588 damage in total. Also, each one of these gives plus 4 points to Battle Pass. So I'm actually thinking of just leaving this until the Battle Pass refreshes tomorrow, because we're already at only 22 hours and 40 minutes away. We were already well past the level 25 of the Premium Battle Pass. So, oh, Parth Patel says Yo Megalodon here. That is confusing. There's a few different Parths. One of which It's Megalodon, oh my goodness. King Jimmy says, I can't wait. One other cool thing is we can now go into here, now that we've got the final boss. We can edit our deck a little bit. So this is -183 to the enemy, and I think -378 to the enemy. Yes, yes indeed. And we're going to swap this one out for the other version of the rock. Yep, this looks pretty good. I'm going to swap you out. I think Uncle Hardy here. All -276. I think that sounds pretty good there. This one needs to come out. Okay, so this Sami Zayn needs to swap over with this one. Actually, it's mildly confusing. Can I replace you with anything better? No, not really. King Jimmy says, where are you on the global leaderboard? I don't know, I don't really play Boom that much, if I'm honest. So, I don't imagine I'm particularly high up. Not even sure how to check. Oh, leaderboard, there we go. Yeah, you can see this is my first time ever checking it. It says scroll halfway. Oh, there I am. 41,044. Sure I could do better than that if I tried. But there we are, we did it. We have got the People's Champion, The Rock. And I think I'm going to put the People's Champion in here to get his Elimination Chambers done. Meantime, we have 100 matches that need to be won. And we have a Pro Zelina Vega. So I think that's what we're going to start working on. And there we go. And I think that is going to be it for this little video. James says, wow, pretty good damage there. Were we talking about in boom mode? Or are we talking about the Saving Santa? I'm not sure. But campaign has finally been completed. It is indeed done. It is finished. Present passer, we are getting ever closer to getting our Mrs. Claus. And of course also give us this ice theme. And the other one that we get is from, I think you have to complete all of this. Yeah, once you get all 100 presents, then you get the Pro of the Mrs. Claus, which sounds incredibly difficult, especially when it comes to the toys and treats. Those ones seem to be significantly more of a pain than the other ones. And of course, with the Saving Santa, from here, you can get all the various different rewards. For defeating John Cena, you get a feral John Cena, along with 5 of the toys. And then for beating Kevin's, gives you 5 more toys, and also the Kevin Owens little feral card. And so on and so forth. This one gives you a Jey Uso and either a Pro Jey Uso, a Pro Kevin Owens, or a Pro John Cena, depending on how lucky you are. Then Macho Man gives you a guaranteed Macho Man, which means that if you complete the quest, then you're going to get a Pro from him. So it's going to give you 5 additional toys. Then it's going to be LA Knight, which is going to give you a guaranteed LA Knight and 5 additional toys as well. Then it's big old Stone Cold Son. He's going to give you a Stone Cold and either a Stone Cold Pro, a Pro LA Knight, or a fortified 1 Macho Man if you complete the quest. Then Bam Bam Bigelow is going to be the guaranteed Pro Bam Bam Bigelow because we pulled one earlier. It's going to give you 5 toys as well. And then it's going to be Eric. It's going to give you 5 toys and also Eric as well. Then it's going to be Damien Priest, who will either give you a Pro Damien Priest, a Pro Eric, or a fortified 1 Bam Bam Bigelow for me. Will be a Pro for any of you. And then finally, the last one is the final boss, The Rock himself, which is going to contain a Legion Rare of The Rock. It's also going to contain the limited edition Santa Claus as well. It's also going to contain the holiday chat filter, and then additional 10 draft picks as well, because that's what you really want at the end of that. And there we go, folks, and that is going to be it for this video. So I'm going to try doing a bit more of Saving Santa, although we shall see how much we're going to. But King Jimmy says, "Ew, Jay." But that is going to be it for this little video, folks, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And also, remember, if you want a chance of winning that Jimmy Uso Battle Pass, all you have to do is try to get Big Ol' Grandcat up to 6,000 subscribers before Christmas. And then there will be a little Christmas quiz. And the winner of that will get themselves a Jimmy Uso Battle Pass for free as a Christmas treat from the Big Ol' Grandcat. But all of that happens once we reach 6,000 subscribers. But that's going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. Once again, we managed to do it. We managed to complete the final boss. We got The Rock. He is done. He is finished. And that is done and dusted. It is sorted indeed. So, let's do the outro one last time, and then we're going to stop the little live stream just now. There will be another live stream tomorrow when the Battle Pass goes up, and we'll maybe do a little bit more Saving Santa. We'll maybe do a little bit more present passing, and we'll maybe see if the holiday collection has anything in store for us. And we're going to take a little look, see if there's anything new that is showing up over here. But I'm not expecting anything massive, if I am perfectly honest. But that's going to be it for this video, and I really hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.